Shazad Sheikh, Motoring Middle East, and I'm in the UK. I'm trying out a Jeep Renegade. I won't get into technical details too much because this is a diesel, 2-litre diesel. It puts out about 170 horsepower, good enough for 0 to 100 in about under 9 seconds and 200 kilometers an hour. Of course, it's very economical. This, of course, is the Trailhawk version. So it's got a better ground clearance front and back. You see the tow hooks there. And this is the black on black version, which is quite nice, quite sexy. I like the little styling touches. Of course, it has lots of clever little things. I mean, look at the X here. This X represents the embossed outside of a gas can. Sometimes you get this shape on there. And if you can look really close, you can see that there's a grille with the headlights. 4x4, of course, proper off-roader as they should be. Trailhawk edition, as I've said. Let's just have a look. I like to see the darkened out Jeep logo on here. Look really good. I wonder if we'll get that in our market. Let's just show you the boot quickly. Quite a decent amount of space in there. And of course, you can take the parcel shelf out and fold down the rear seats. And there's a lot of space. I've actually transported a few big boxes in this car because I've had to move some of my old storage stuff around, and it's been very, very handy. Just want to show you up here on top of the tailgate, and again, another Jeep logo there, another grille there. That's great. A lot of little touches like that on this car. Let's come around to the side, on the other side, and this, of course, is a right-hand drive car. Before I get in, there's another little thing here. No step. That's quite neat. Not that I would step on that, but yeah, so I've got the front seat set for myself. So here we are. I can get in quite comfortably. Close the door for it's a bit quieter now, isn't it? And yeah, actually, loads of headroom, decent arm shoulder room as well. There isn't an armrest, but this is for 3 people as well. Legroom, I can just about cope with that. I could do with a little bit more legroom, but then I am on the tall side, 6 foot, over 6 foot. And the seat is set for me, so I could do with a little bit more room, but it's not too bad at all. I think for most normal sized people, and certainly for a family of 4, or even a family of 5, it would be perfect. Right, let's have another quick look around before we get in the front. So yeah, it's a good looking little thing, quite stubby, quite upright, got quite personality. This dark colour makes it look quite menacing actually, and it's got the blacked out grille and blacked out wheels and stuff like that. But it's got lots of neat little touches, I do like it. And I think it's time to now get inside and give it a bit of a drive. So I just want to show you again, there's some little motifs there as well on the speaker grille. And the colour surrounds match throughout the cabin, as you can see there, and also down here. Let's just start it up. There's normal key with a normal key in there. I don't know if we get the same one, but in our market. Little splodge of mud there on the instrument panel is kind of cool. Lots of neat little touches. I do like these. Let's start it up, and you get more splodges. Renegade 4x4 on demand. Here we go. Check that out. And of course, with this, using these controls right here on the that's cruise control on the right, and on the left there's a trip computer plus a phone, and I can scroll through and have all different settings and possibilities and configurations and stuff that I can do. I'll put it back into that, and miles per hour, because obviously we're in the UK. And 1941, there, see, that's how long Jeep has been going, and that reminds you there. Great little system here. I don't know if it's the same one we're getting, but I think it probably is, because it's very familiar to me. Bluetooth very easily, all works really well, nav works really well. This one's got DAB radio. I wish we had DAB radio, it's really, really cool. But very easy to use, very handy, great sound system on there. There are buttons down here, and of course the AC or climate control. Climate control is very good here, but you know, it's not very demanding for us in this market. A little USB entry there, and a power supply there. Over here we have the all-terrain system, so you have 4-wheel drive low, 4-wheel drive lock, hill descent, and an automatic. I've just left it in automatic, and you've got all the little systems you can have. In this little shelf in front, but just behind that, you can see down there's a map of the Moab and another grille and headlights. Again, body color this is auto e-brake, traction, and it has stop start. And again, you have the motifs for the gas cans here in the cup holders. Oh, very deep cubby box for you down here. Trust me, it's very deep down there, and there's another USB port there, so that's also quite handy. All very lovely. I think time to put it into drive and take it for a little cruise. Right, so we put it into drive, and you can either press the E button, e-brake button to unlock it, or to just press the accelerator to push out of it. Right, so we're just in a little village somewhere at the moment. We are in somewhere near St Albans, Hemel Hempstead. Beautiful sunny day. So picturesque, so green. This is a lovely, lovely place to be driving this car today. Now I have to keep it slow in here, but just ahead of me you may be able to make out these two circles with black diagonal stripes across them, at which point I can accelerate up to about 60. So that's quite good. Give us a little bit of a run. It's quite an enjoyable little road, this. Absolutely a beautiful sunny day. Fantastic place to be driving at the moment. So very different from our normal routine, but there you go. So this car, the interesting thing that I found with this car, I've been driving around for nearly a week now, is that my perception of this car was that it's a very small Jeep. It feels like, maybe I kept comparing it to like a Suzuki SJ or Suzuki Samurai, the little small ones, you know. But in fact, with this very tall upright window, the higher roof, the higher seating, the upright seating position, the bonnet stretching out in front of me like that, I get a very big car feel actually out of this car, and part of that is to do with the fact that it's actually a very spacious cabin. I mean, I've got loads of room here. I've got a footrest here which is keeping my knee up, as you can see there, but if I move my foot to the left, look, I can stretch it all the way down. I've got long legs and I can stretch them all the way down. I got no problem with the leg room at all. Again, same headroom, tons and tons of headroom. Shoulder room is good. It's a practical car. It's got cubby boxes, it's got deep bins here on the doors. So inside it's very spacious. Like I said, I've had my family of four. My son is pretty tall, he's been riding in the back, and I've moved stuff in here as well. It's a remarkably practical, it's like a TARDIS. I mean, there's actually tons of space in here, but you do get the big car feel from the steering wheel as well. You do sense that this is larger than it appears to be from the outside. It's something of a trick. For the UK, that may be an issue. In some of these smaller roads, when they get a bit tighter, my heart rate maybe picks up a little bit, but in our market this won't be an issue at all. And in fact, I see it as a benefit, because I think maybe this car is a little bit more spacious and a bit bigger and more substantial feeling than people might have anticipated. So really, it'll be interesting to see how it's priced and how it's spec'd in our market when it goes on sale later this year. I don't think we will get this diesel. This diesel actually extremely torquey. I mean, whoa, look at that. Put my foot down. It takes a little while for the turbo to spool up, a little bit of lag there, and then it kind of lunges forward. This car has, like I said, 170 horsepower, but 250 something pounds-foot of torque. So actually a very, very torquey little motor. We will probably get a petrol engine initially. Prices here in the UK, this car that I'm driving is £28,000. Yes, including VAT this time. £28,000, which perhaps here is a little on the high side for what may be perceived to be a small SUV. But let's see how it does here. And more interesting, of course, is how it does in our market. I think with the right engine and the right pricing, I think it could do really well. I really like this car. I've been driving it around for a while with the family. It's proved to be a very, very useful car in every way. And driving wise as well, I mean, it's, like I said, there's a big car feel, so it's a bit more substantial than you might have thought. Nice steering, nicely weighted. Nothing is too light, nothing is too heavy. Everything has been thought through very well. Even the throttle response, throttle pressure is just right, and the handling again is better than you might have expected. I've been driving around these windy roads. I've got a bit of traffic in front of me, so I'm not pushing it too hard at the moment. But I've been checking it around a little bit, and actually it's quite an enjoyable little car. It's quite a bit of fun to just hurl into a corner, and it's relatively planted. Of course, I have not taken it off-road, but being a Jeep, you would expect it to be able to do pretty much everything that you expect a Jeep to be able to do, let's be honest. But that will hopefully come later in the year, probably with my colleague Imtishan, who loves going off-road in the sand, and hopefully he'll be able to get hold of one of these later on and take it off-road and tell you what it's like. I've just taken it into a few tracks through the woods and stuff, and of course it did extremely well, not even breaking a sweat. So full review of this car, well, I say full, but as much as I can review. soon on motoringme.com with this video, and maybe a more comprehensive review coming up later in the year in our market, and keep an eye out for that. Both of these will be on motoringme.com, our website. Do go and check it out. And if you're watching this on YouTube, which of course you just search for Motoring Middle East on YouTube, then please do subscribe. And whilst you're at it, make sure you check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and definitely Facebook, where we do a lot of stuff. Again, just search for Motoring Middle East. Thanks very much for watching. Until the next video. This car, the interesting thing that I found, oh, I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. I wonder if any of you guys were perceptive enough to notice that I was driving on the wrong side of the road. In fact, that is so shit, I'm going to do that again. That was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh my god. How many takes have I had to do on this bloody video? Shit, that was a bad one.